and welcome to Comics with Jose. My name is Jose. I love comics and I want to share them with you. Follow me on Twitter at Art of J Velez, on Instagram at jvelez622. We're going to review some comics that I like, that I love, and some that I don't like or love. I own all the comic books that I am showing. Even though we're going to be looking at them digitally, I actually have copies of every single comic book that we are going to review. Like and subscribe, and thanks for listening. Welcome back, everyone. We're going to be doing issues 5 through 8 of Alex Ross's lesser known project, Justice, with penciler Doug Braithwaite and the scripting. He also, Alex Ross also co plotted this, the scripting of his friend Jim Kruger. So the elongated man is suspecting something's wrong, but nobody in the JLA is answering his phone. And here's the Manhunter trying to free himself from Gorilla Grodd. And I think they killed Aquaman. So Luthor's returned. So I love it. He's a machine, so that's what Brainiac is, or at least a species that think of Vulcans, I guess, without emotion. So, and Luthor and Brainiac don't trust each other, but they agree that they have to work together. So he's creating those cities that he promised them, which are in these little spheres here. So. And they're killing Superman, but it looks like someone's coming to help him based on that. And it's getting cloudy, so I bet you it's Captain Marvel. I would bet, because the lightning is giving it away. So if I remember correctly, I think it is Captain Marvel. And yes, Shazam, as he is called now. They don't use the Captain Marvel name. Great, absolutely great painting here. Man, Alex Ross. Beautiful work. Let's look at it again. Look at that. Oh, just beautiful. Beautiful work. I don't know how easy it is to pick up this series now, but, you know, they haven't made any movies about it, so here's Bizarro. So it can't be too expensive. So Luthor takes the kryptonite heart and leaves him. All that, but, you know, the villains are still the villains, regardless of their appearance. So it looks like this is the Atom and his wife. And then Wonder Woman's been cut by Cheetah. I love how they kind of put that little bit of yellow in there. So Cheetah's wild and savage. So, oh. Wonder Woman kind of gets her subdued, but, you know, Cheetah is just too sick in the head, so she gets away. And Wonder Woman's a goddess, so she should be able to survive. So this is Black Canary. Because remember all those roaches and all those bugs. Turns out it was Scarecrow, who was, and of course, this was Clayface. So they overcame. And Black Canary wears the blonde wig. That's why I had forgotten. She wears a blonde wig as Black Canary, but she's got black hair. So it's really nice to see Alex Ross doing interior works. You know, his covers are fascinating, but just doing the interior. So they're inside the Batcave. So he turns into little uh, Billy Batson, and Batman is like lightning in the cave. So he's talking about everything that's happened, but Superman suspects that Batman's under the control as well. So, and Superman apparently is also infected too, from worms. And if I remember correctly, there were worms used to control in Kingdom Come, so it could all be related. And there's Alfred, who is also. So it looks like when Riddler coughed on him, he infected him with those parasites. And here come those cities. Once they hit the water, they grew. So, and Luthor, if you saw there, the world's big enough for the two of them, he says. So, Billy turns back into Captain Marvel or Shazam. He tells him you're going to have to throw him in the sun to get rid of the worms. So, great cover by Alex Ross. This is the Eye, I believe. So it's just, isn't he just so amazing? Look at this. Goodness gracious. All right. So these things are put, this is from the trade paperback that I'm reading to you. So these are on the actual trade paperback. They're filler when there's a two-page spread to get the numbers even. So that when you get a two-page spread, it prints the way it's supposed to. So Superman, I get why he doesn't burn because he gets his power from the sun, but how Captain Marvel can get so close and not, he is after all mortal. So anyway, he throws Superman to the sun to burn the stuff off. So, hey, it's comic books. I always say that all the time. It's comic books. Let's not overthink it. So, and this is one of the villains, I believe. Yep, it is. So, looks like she's the one that shot him. So, is this Clayface also? I don't know. Anyway, he turns back into the Atom and escapes. So it looks like it was Giganta. Cool name. So, so it looks like Green Lantern is lost. So the ring converts him into energy in him so that he doesn't die. So, and Martian Manhunter is with the Hawks. So, trying to come up with a plan. So, man, Alex Ross is such a great illustrator. The fact that he did this in 60 days each issue is quite something. And so before people go into the city, they have to get these drops. So I think they're all going to be mind controlled too. So heroes are not as benevolent as they believe. So, and the reporter there is questioning where the Justice League is. So, and this is the Joker in disguise. So, and nobody knows where Superman is. So, looks like he made it out of the sun, though. Hopefully that killed the worm. Imagine all that work. And Wonder Woman just showing all the scars. She should heal, but maybe it takes time. And so the Batcave has apparently been taken over by Poison Ivy. So it's just amazing. Just his art is amazing. I'm sure you guys will probably get tired of me saying that, but so the Hawks have arrived at the Toyman's lair. They fight his destructive toys. And if we see here, he's building other Brainiacs. And so they're heading into the Justice League satellite. So this is definitely pre-crisis, because they used that satellite during that time. And Batman, of course, was under the control of the worms. So Wonder Woman uses her lasso. And the lasso allows Batman to heal. And Alfred is under the control of Gorilla Grodd. Batman's like, just shut up, Alfred. So Batman is healed. So here comes Green Lantern John Stewart asking where Hal Jordan is. So, and they're like, he's up there. So he's inside the ring. So and here are the Metal Men. And I forgot his name, Will Magnus? And he's going to try to reconstruct the Red Tornado. And Flash can't stop running, apparently. And so now we go to number 7. Great cover. Let's look at that again. Absolutely gorgeous. So the Martian Manhunter's invisible, kind of just scoping out what's going on. And looks like Zatanna has joined them. And they're looking for Aquaman. Unfortunately, they found him and they're wondering where his brain went. So this part is heartbreaking. I just, I saw Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and I don't know if I watched it once, but I got a thing with animal cruelty. And I knew it was going to happen because of Rocket Red, but Brainiac is kind of saying Luthor failed and orders Gorilla Grodd. Luthor knows something's up because he's a hologram and doesn't have a body, so he thinks whatever he was looking for in Aquaman he couldn't find. So he's searching for some of the heroes. And look, right here, how creepy is that, of Solomon Grundy. So they're saying, Batman's the one that destroyed the satellite. And Wonder Woman says she knows, and Batman's whispering, don't say anything about them. and she'll see him at the rendezvous. And this is such a trope because it's always Batman who designs how to beat the League, and they're saying that they're using his files, and this happens all the time. It's always Batman who has the key to beating everybody. So, and in this case, the villains used it against him. So they're heading to Superman's fortress of solitude. So, and the Hawks are fighting all these Brainiacs. Very cool. So here's the worms. And so it looks like Captain Marvel and Superman are gonna see if they can stop the Flash. So I think he has a bomb and says if he stops. So and so he gets near him, uses the Shazam's thing to, I don't know, blow it up or something, or so anyway, he can finally rest. And it looks like now the villains are concentrating on the allies. So here, Hal is thinking about all the times he's broken up with Carol. He's got no one but himself inside the ring, so just him and his thoughts. And this is Captain Marvel Jr. and Mary Marvel, and you can see, oh my goodness gracious, Black Adam is watching them, which is right there, and says, "Don't say the word, or she's dead," meaning, of course, Shazam. And so the League has reunited. Batman apologizes, and Flash is like, he has to save, if they know who we are, then they know our family, which they do, but says, you can't go there. If you go in there, you're going to fall under control. We have to fight them together as a team. So they go inside the Fortress of Solitude, most likely to make a plan. And so they're examining Aquaman, saying, they were looking for the part of his brain that controls animals, is what they were looking for, essentially. And he regenerates, and Aquaman is actually immortal, and he will be coming back. So, because that's the amphibian part of him. So, and so in Atlantis, Black Black Mantis has returned, and Aqualad is under the control, so he takes the Aquaman's son and gives him to Black Mantis. I don't like that name. I wish it was something a little Black Manta, not Mantis. That's Black Manta. So, and so this is the last issue we're gonna do for this one. This is issue 8. Great cover by Ross. So, Superman and Batman. Somehow it's always them. Wonder Woman sometimes. They are the Trinity, but looks like here we have two of them. Batman and Superman kind of talk about their differences, how Batman uses his fear and his darkness to frighten criminals, and Superman lets everyone knows he can see through walls. So, Superman decides to go up and see if he can look into um, into the cities, and of course is able to see Brainiac. So there's Captain Cold. So the Flash is gonna go and get him. So very nice. I just forget how you know in this how just amazing. As you start reading it, you kind of forget how beautiful Alex Ross's art is. Because most of the time I'm just looking at his beautiful art. So he takes Captain Cold to the Fortress of Solitude, and now he's gonna be um, Batman's gonna grill him essentially. So um, I don't like the fact that they know Bruce Wayne is Batman, but again, this is a kind of a what if, else worlds maybe. So I guess it's okay. Man, great stuff here. So essentially, Batman's going to threaten him and wonders about his fingers and asks him how many he'd like to keep. So Batman's being serious. So back to Green Lantern inside his ring as he's kind of going crazy. And so Adam's telling everyone about the little worms that Brainiac is using to control everyone. And so essentially they're putting all those worms into people to make them controllable inside those spheres. So he Batman tells him, and Batman, by the way, is wearing the lasso because he still has the worms in him. So the lasso is the only thing keeping him from diverting back to evil Batman. So he has to keep the lasso on him. So they're talking about that nuclear dreams that they all had, and that's why the villains are doing this. So so instead of questioning what the origin of the dreams were, they decided that this was the best alternative. So um, Batman thinks that the dream was someone created that dream and put it on them. So great art. I mean, Alex Ross can really paint. So and here's the Joker again. So the Joker is sneaking there. So all the villains have now taken Batgirl and Supergirl and all the allies. So and this is the Phantom Stranger. So it looks like the Phantom Stranger has found Hal Jordan. So, and if we can see here, Wonder Woman does not seem to be healing. So it looks like Cheetah used Minotaur blood, so it's poisoning her. So he says she is, or Centaur, and that she is dying. So nothing that she can do, and that there's not much time left. So I do say so a lot, so I do apologize for that, but I do say it. I remember when people would say, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. I just happen to say so a lot, so it's kind of cool seeing the two Plastic Man and Elongated Man, the two stretchy guys here. This is how a classic, how he was drawn before. So Plastic Man's more of a comedian. So looks like the Phantom Stranger's gonna help Hal Jordan get out. And he returns back to being Green Lantern, charges his ring. And so Queen Mara and Aquaman reunite and tells them that Aqualad took the baby to Manta's son, and of course, they guess that he is infected, most likely. And now Green Arrow has shown up, so it looks like the cavalry is here. So Green Lantern uses his ring to um, cure Batman. So the heroes are gonna need to make a stand. And Red Tornado says they have all our allies are all under control as well. So they now have to ponder, are they gonna, risk letting their loved ones die, or, gotta do something. So great, as they ponder what to do. So anyway, so this ends issue 8. Thanks for listening. Like and subscribe.